Good morning, Facebook family and friends. It has been indeed a while since I've done any kind of recording, but this morning I just felt it was necessary to uh, give you this because I felt this is for somebody. It was always for me first, but I felt like it's also for somebody else who's going to need this morning. Sometimes we go down roads and we take the same route every day. It's a familiar road. You can almost drive down that road without blinking your eye. You know where the stop signs are, you know where the curves are, you know where the road narrows, you know how the traffic is on certain roads. But sometimes you can be going down a very familiar road and then suddenly there's a detour, a sign that says detour. And the first thing that happens with us is we get frustrated because we know how our timing is. We can get to a certain place. You can get to work in 15 minutes if you go the regular way. But sometimes God is say, um, it's time to take a detour. You got to make a turn. You got to make a change. And you don't want to do it, but there's no other way because the road is closed. So he wants you to turn and go another direction. At the end, you're going to eventually come back around and you're going to end up where you were supposed to be. But it just takes a little more time. And sometimes that road, when you're going down an unfamiliar road, it can be scary. It can be frightening because you don't know the turns. You don't know really where you are, especially if you've never been that way before. But if you hear the voice of God say, it's time to turn and go in another direction, take a detour. The Bible says, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me. So if you know the voice of God, and see, you got to know his voice. You have to know when he's saying turn. You have to know when he's saying make a change. You have to know if he's saying go left or right or turn around. You have to know his voice because sometimes he's keeping you from something. We want to go the same way, but he says, no, I need you to go around this time because there's a ditch that way, there's an accident, and if you go that way trying to avoid the detour, it may take you hours. And in our life sometimes, if you don't obey the voice of God and you go the way you want to go, the way that you think is familiar, then you might get hemmed up for years. So rather than um, doing it your way, listen to the voice of God. Take a pause. You know, when we used to say, stop, look, and listen before you cross the street? Well, before you make that detour, go ahead and stop. Look, let's take a look and listen. Listen to the voice of God. And if he's telling you to turn, brother, my sister, go ahead and take that detour. Go ahead and take that route. Be patient. God knows what he's doing. He knows what's down that road that you usually go down. But sometimes he wants you to turn. Take a detour. You'll get back on track. But if he says turn, turn. God bless you and have a wonderful day.